Family, we got to get this on video right here. This is Kaepernick. Now watch this. Let's see how this gonna be spent.
In any kind of way, this is because I'm seeing things happen to people that don't have a voice, people that don't have a platform to talk and have their voices heard and affect change. So I'm in a position where I can do that, and I'm going to do that for people that can't.
Visibly, out front, years ago, tried to tell you, lost his career. So what does that mean for the president? Who tweeted today that he thinks Drew Brees should never have apologized for speaking out against peaceful protests by NFL players. Who's still condemning players for kneeling. Who famously said this.
You'd love to see one of these NFL owners when somebody disrespects our flag. To say, get that son of a bitch off the field right now, out, he's fired. He's fired!
He also said this.
When you see these thugs being thrown into the back of the patio, you just see them thrown in, rough. I said, please don't be too nice. Like when you guys put somebody in the car and you're protecting their head, you know, the way you put their hand on them. Like, don't hit their head and they just kill somebody, don't hit their head. I said, you can take the hand off.
And they cheered. And they cheered.
We know Trump is racist,
They cheered.
but that still we want our tangible. We know Trump is a racist son of a bitch. We ain't disputing that.
Alongside this issue,
We know, but Biden is just as racist. He put locked more black men up in the history
at a time when Americans are taking to the streets,
of any the Democrats in office, under any president.
people are turning
More people was locked up under his regime with Clinton and them and all them. And we still suffer from that same crime bill right now. Yeah, we know Trump is racist. We not disputing that. But so is goddamn Biden. And we not on that, well, let's vote for the lesser evil. No, we're not voting for that. We want our money. We want our money, our tangibles. That's what we want.
He says this about George Floyd, who died pinned to the ground by police. One white officer with his knee in his neck.
Hopefully George is looking down right now and saying it's a great thing that's happening for our country. It's a great day for him. It's a great day for everybody. It's a great day for everybody. It is a great, great day in terms of equality.
We know Trump is an idiot, and we get that. But that ain't enough for us to vote, get Trump out of there. That's not enough. We gonna quit the whole goddamn system if we don't get our money.
Systemic racism
You honkies deal with that. You deal with Trump. You deal with Biden.
took his life. This president is determined.
Do not do it, or you're gonna have the same more problem with Biden. Because you got to punish these people. If you don't punish these people, if you vote Biden in there, they gonna say, well, these niggas can be had. These niggas can be had. You ain't got to give them nothing. All you gotta do is play a little. All you gotta do is play like you love them and give them a little song and a goddamn dance, and they'll vote for you. Do not fall for this shit, black people. Hold your vote. Don't vote for none of these rats. No lesser evil. None of that crap. This is a bootlick nigga that they paid off. He got to keep, doing this because if he want his job, he got to do this. No, that's a symbolic. Fuck all that. We don't want your symbolic shit. Painting Black Lives Matter on the concrete. That's symbolic. We don't want no symbolic shit. We want tangibles. That's like putting a damn statue up. Ain't no money going in your pocket. That's like putting a statue up, though. It's something that's symbolic. It's the same old trick with these rats. You got to make them play black people. They don't respect you. They'll think you're stupid. Now watch this. They didn't pay this nigga here off. That's why he get all this content. Let's see what he say.
Where is our leader? Where are you? Where is our leader at this time? This time when our country is down on its knees, begging, pleading,
This is another bootlick here.
frustrated, in pain, begging and pleading with its arms out, just wanting to be heard. Begging
Just wanted to be heard. Now we want our damn tangibles, nigga.
Thank you for making this one. Thank you for using your platform for good and not being afraid. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And millions of people around the world appreciate it too. You know what
Appreciate what?
the real strength is? It is the strength of a military leader who takes a stand against injustice
Oh, he was already a Democrat.
in the White House. A commander.
That ain't so what? Where's our money?
It's the strength of players in the league who refuse to be silent.
Do not fall for this, black people.
To be used for American
Do not fall for this. This is a nothing burger. Do not fall for this.
strength of a man who uses
You want tangibles. Period. No symbolic shit. None of that. Tangibles. Reparations. Cut the check.
there who literally writes her message on the streets outside of the White House and stands up for the peaceful protesters. There are plenty of leaders out there.
Yeah. The real leaders you won't let on the TV though, will you? You gonna only let bootlicks on there. You ain't gonna let the real leaders. It's the leaders that you pick. Not the leaders that we pick. Because actually, we don't have no leaders. We just have people to speak on our behalf. We have an agenda. And that's where we want our reparations. That's what our leader is. Where's our tangibles at?
Big crowd heading to Lafayette Park. That was needed to you. Big changes on 16th Street near the White House now. Give us the latest on President Laim.
It's just been the most remarkable day. These protesters finishing the week where they started it on Monday, right in front of the White House, as close as they can get to the White House. They're finishing this week how they started it, by protesting peacefully. You can see people are now, at least back here, sitting on some of the 250 donated yoga mats by a social workers advocacy group to make their protest more comfortable. Moments ago, these protesters sang happy birthday to Breonna Taylor, who would have turned 27 today. Don, you talked about those huge block letterings down 16th Street, which runs straight to the White House. I want to show you this new street sign. Black Lives Matter.
See, most symbolic bullshit.
16th and 8th Streets.
This is how they trying to get you, black people. By putting more symbolic bullshit up. They still, you go right back, they gonna still be racist towards you when you try to get loans, when you're working on your jobs, when you're trying to have your businesses, when you want your own neighborhoods and stuff like that. They still gonna send them white cops in your neighborhoods. None of that would change. They giving you symbolic shit to pacify you. But they're not gonna give you no money, no tangibles. That's how you know this is the same old con gang. These rats have not changed. These leopards have not changed their skin, their spots. I'm telling you right now, their stripes or whatever. They have not changed. It's more of that white supremacy bullshit. That's what it is. And they double it down on it now. If you don't stand up and make these people change this stuff, it will not be changed. This is white supremacists trying to stay on top. It's fighting for its life. And they trying to give you every bullshit, symbolic shit as they can. This is a non-stop orgy of it. These people have not changed, not one iota. And they gonna fight you all the way until you just take them some bitches and run them out of office. Run them down. They're not gonna stop.
Now I use Keeps, the easiest way for me to keep my hair. Keeps sends me clinically proven treatment.
They're not going to stop.
Which means no more covering.
CNN, MSNBC,
This moment,
Fox.
this moment right now, this is our commencement.
Full of
We
bullshit.
will not get a diploma or degree of any kind, but we are entering a new chapter in our lives. Our confidence is shaken. Our hearts crack. The kind of crack that comes from
Do not go for this, black people.
from life plans falling apart.
Make these people pay. One thing, one love, black first. Your money come first for any of this bullshit. We don't want none of your symbolic bullshit, none of your painting Black Lives Matter on the fucking street and the signs. You can keep that. Give us our money. That'll show us that you changed. All that symbolic bullshit, we're not trying to hear that. And we're not trying to vote for no lesser evil Biden's ass. The only way Biden can get our vote is that bastard got to give us reparations. If he's not down with that, hell with him. And that go for Trump can get our vote if he signs executive order right now and give us reparations. We'll give him the vote. We don't care. These people mean nothing to us. Trump don't mean nothing to us. Biden don't mean nothing. They're nothing to us. Only thing we can see is reparations. Cut the check. That's what we see. We don't see Trump. We don't see Trump or Biden. We see none of them. They're invisible to us. Only thing we can see is that fat check. And you put that in front of us, we can see that. But we're blind to anything else. Don't tell me what Trump did. I don't want to know what he said. I give a damn about none of that. Holler at me when he cut the goddamn check. Or when Biden cut the check. That's what, otherwise don't say nothing to us. Keep it. Save it.
What stands behind the yard sign of ADTL? It's your world, safer.
This is white supremacy trying to pull the wool over your ears. This is what this is.
24/7 protection and a system we help you customize with video doorbells, indoor
Over your eyes, I mean.
locks and lights,
Ears too, hell.
side detection, and fire and smoke alarms. Now, get our lowest rate for fast response monitoring starting at just $28.99 a month, up $1 a day from ADT.
And it's a non-stop orgy.
Buy the Baxter bag for your next cleanup. Fill it with up to 3,300 pounds of household debris. Schedule collection from Waste Management and you'll pick it up.
This is their plan. They're going to give you some more, how black people got treated bad. Show you a few things where black people got treated bad. Then they're going to go right back to hammering you about Trump. That's the plan. They're not going to come on there and say, you heard that rat or Cuomo's brother, I forget his name, Chris, the mayor of, or the governor of New York. He's on MSN, I think it's MSNBC, or CNN or something he's on. But that rat came on there and said, gave you a broad statement about how do we do better? Talking about how do we change this? Talking about just do better. What kind of broad statement is that? That could be y'all load up more guns better. Buy you more guns. Look at these bootlicks. They got a bootlick right here. Now he putting them bootlicks out the thing right now. We know this is another bootlick right here. What's her name?
Well, I mean, I will have to say that I am stunned that the commissioner actually said the words that he was sorry.
Janelle Hill. Jamel Hill.
No matter how many times he apologized, no matter how much money the NFL gives to various social justice causes, number one question remains: when will Colin Kaepernick be signed? Period. And to me, that as long as that is lingering there, as long as there's no answer for that, because in that apology that Roger Goodell had, Colin Kaepernick's name should have been mentioned, and it wasn't. because this is the root of a lot of the backlash and why people can't take the NFL seriously when it comes to social justice issues. The person who spoke about it first, you abandoned them, you blackballed them from the league, and now that it feels like the public tide is turning, suddenly you're going to be about Black Lives Matter. That is just a lot to take in, and it still looks quite hypocritical as long as Colin Kaepernick doesn't have it.
Jamel, you stole my question. My next question to you was, do you think the NFL, Roger Goodell, should they apologize to Colin Kaepernick and the President of the United States as well?
See, he won't put president in that.
They have no control over the president.
See?
I think they should hold out for that.
This is what CNN is doing. Notice how he pushed it. Why did he just say, good, they apologize?
Okay.
But now he want to push Trump in there with it. You see what they're doing?
Control their own league. And the other component of this is that we have 32 team owners. A lot of them support Donald Trump. And I just unfortunately have a hard time believing that even with Roger Goodell's apology, even with the public eye turning, I just don't see them giving Colin Kaepernick another opportunity.
Well, we know that, because that's white supremacy doubling down on it. We understand that. And she is right about that. But that's just white supremacy doubling down on being white supremacy.
Most people agree with you. So, Caitlin, we know how the president views players that kneel and play the soundbite for you of him referring to them as sons of bitches. That position hasn't changed at all.
No, and he made that pretty clear today after Drew Brees apologized for what he had said. The president responded saying that he didn't think Drew Brees should have apologized. He reiterated his stance, and he said in all caps, no kneeling in this tweet. So if we wanted an answer on whether or not the recent events that have happened in the country have changed the president's mind, he's making pretty clear that they haven't. So the question is, where does he go from here? Because remember when all of this was going on, and the NFL owners were having that conversation about what to do going forward? Because as you know, 75% of the players in the NFL are black. Most of the owners are white. A lot of them are supporters of the president as well. And when they were having the discussions about what to do, the president played a role in that. And so whenever they came out and said they were going to find the players that would
We agree with that. But that still is a nothing burger to us.
So the question that's going forward as the president we know is maintaining that same position is, does this remain a good position for him? Does what happens here? Because Drew Brees is already responding to the president tonight and saying he disagrees with him. And so that's really the question going forward is, does the president continue to see it as a political winner for him, as he made clear he did so many years ago?
What is he saying, Jamel? Drew Brees is responding to him.
I think he agrees, and he very much understands that what he said was wrong. People are looking for action because even after his first apology, that was the question I had. It's fine to say these words, but considering your stance has been pretty consistent on this, it's hard to believe that you suddenly had a change overnight and that it wasn't really based off the public backlash that you received, which is very foreign to Drew Brees considering he's one of the most beloved players in the league. But now that he's directly addressing the president, that puts a little bit different tone with this because people wonder where he truly stood, whether or not this was just a fake apology or a real one. And now by taking up the president, Drew Brees is showing that he's kind of willing to get in there and get a little dirty with this issue, particularly since
Brees has no choice because his players is mostly black people that's helping him. So he knows he can't go nowhere. He can forget about winning another Super Bowl. Once you lose the locker room, it's lost. So he has no choice. He got to do that. If he wants to play in the NFL again. Now, if he don't want to play in the NFL, he can say, well, I agree with Trump and fuck y'all. I ain't playing in the NFL no more.
His teammates and leaders in the black community have realized that it's not an issue about the American flag. It has never been. We can no longer use the flag to turn people away or distract them from the real issues that face our black communities. We did this back in 2017, and regretfully, I brought it back with my comments this week. We must stop talking about the flag and shift our attention to real issues of systemic racial injustice, economic oppression.
They're not going to do shit.
And judicial and prison reform. We are at a critical juncture in our nation's history. It is, if not now, then when? And he goes on and he talks about we as a white community need to listen, learn from the pain and suffering of our black communities. We must acknowledge the problems and identify the solutions and then put this into action. Black community cannot do it alone. This will require all of us. Is this how people learn?
Sometimes as we've seen with other examples, sometimes they have to learn from backlash. I mean, I think we've all been conditioned, be it through entertainment, be it through some examples that we've seen publicly, is that people think that people come to the right side of history just willingly. That's never how it's been. It's always been by force. It's always been by pressure. And Drew Brees is an example of that. And because his reputation means something to him, I think that's why he suddenly is responding so strongly. Now, again, as I said, I initially questioned what was driving him to apologize. Was it more about wanting to save face, or is he really trying to be engaged in a very real fight for inequality, or for equality rather? And by again turning this against the president and kind of openly challenging him, that was Drew Brees in a little bit different position. And I don't have any trouble looking at him as being a little more sincere than maybe I initially thought.
Well, I have to tell you know I'm from Louisiana. My mom, on Sundays, even if alone, she dresses up, full makeup and hair, in a Saints jersey with Drew Brees' name on the back, and screams at the television on Sundays, "Breezy! Come on, Breezy! Let's go!" You know what she said to me this week? People show you who they are. And she was not having any of it. She has been a Drew Brees fan since he has been with the Saints in Louisiana. And she was not having any of it, even the apology. I don't know how she feels about this particular one, but we'll see. He lost a lot of people at that time. Thank you both very much. I appreciate it. Is the NFL commissioner's statement signed? Did he sign a thing?
I knew Breeze was I already knew that. When I saw him, I cautioned what's his name? The rookie NBA player, Zion Williamson. Oh, Drew Brees, when he came, oh, Drew Brees. I said, man, you better watch out. I said, you still dealing with white supremacy. And you over there running up to Drew Brees like that. No, Drew Brees. I said, you still running up to white supremacy. I said that. I said, you need to watch yourself while you running up on somebody else like that. And now you see, I was right. Because our black people is not taught. They so dumb, the stupid parents. A lot of our stupid parents don't teach us shit about white supremacy. My parents never said nothing about white supremacy. I remember going with my granddad, walking as a little boy. And he used to work for these people. They had a boat shop. I think it was Bibbin or something like that. I can't remember that name. I think that was the name of it. But anyway, he went up there to talk with him sometime, and he took me. And I noticed my granddad saying, "Yawsome. And after my granddad, I said, "Granddad, you older than them people. Why were you saying yawsome like that?" You know? Because I was stunned by that. I didn't like that. That was the first time I had seen him, talking to white folks, having a conversation with white folks like that. Because we lived in the boonies. We didn't really talk to white folks too much. The white boys around us. I never see my granddad, but he went up there and said all that yawsome and stuff. I'm like, granddad, you don't be calling people yawsome. What are you calling these people yawsome for? I noticed that even as a little boy. And I asked him about that. And telling you, man, you have to teach your kids about white supremacy. Stop not doing that, black people. When I saw Zion Williamson run up on Drew Brees like that, like, you don't know nothing about Drew Brees, but what you saw on TV, dummy.
That's why dog lovers are choosing the farmer style. The smarter, healthier delivered. Visit Trump.
So yeah, black people, it's gonna be a non-stop orgy of Trump this and Trump that, Trump this and Trump that. But ain't none of them gonna come out and say, you know what, black people, look and check this out. We know we've been fucking over you for centuries. So this is what we gonna do. We gonna cut that damn check. for all the bullshit that we did. Ain't nobody came out and said that. So miss me with all that other bullshit. I'm not trying to hear it. And black people shouldn't be trying to hear that bullshit either. Miss me with it.
Just ask, what can I say to find more of what you love with the Xfinity Voice Remote? It's hard to think about the future when tomorrow is so unsure. But there will be a future. And that's why Washington's Arctic foresters will continue to leave known trees. So when the world is ready, we'll be ready to help people build homes, send a birthday card, pick up a roll of paper towels at the grocery store. Until then, keep safe and keep planting.
Coronavirus. Get daily news updates. Sign up for the CNN newsletter.
NFL players are about to like many believe was wrong for not releasing the players protesting racism. That comes after more and more players speaking out publicly about racism in this country.
See, the players forced it. They should have been stuck together like this. Instead of leaving Kaepernick in the cold, they should have did this a long time ago and stuck together. With all that power you black players got, man, I don't understand y'all, man. I don't get it. All y'all got to do is stick together. They can't come against you all.
Just taking a stand.
And if they come against any few of you, then all you rise up and say, no, you're not going to do that. You're not going to do that. No, you're not. You're not going to pick us off one by one because we all coming after you then. That's all you got to do. That'll stop that right there.
It's really about police brutality and police treat white people. So I think it's so big. He understands and Rogers is a good guy. I know him personally, a really good friend. So I just think it takes time for people to really get there and understand. I think he's there now and lead us by the words.
Before Goodell made his statements today, several of the biggest names put out this video asking for the NFL racism and support black folks' president.
It's been 10 days since the first Philly
What would it take?
one of us to be worried about police brutality.
If I was George Floyd, if I was George Floyd, if I was George Floyd.
Look at all that power there, man. All y'all got to do is stick together. Y'all gonna right you are. Because it could have been your heads on the chopping block.
They shouldn't take this
This is what we, the players, would like to understand. We, the national football league,
condemn racism and the systematic oppression of black people.
You damn right. Because they've been not trying to give you the loans. They won't do nothing. And you, with this kind of power sticking together, we can do these people. You know. But I don't know how you players, y'all so sometime, but we gonna count on our grassroots. We the one brought you here anyway. You know, the people like Dr. Claude Anderson, or Professor Black Truth, or Jason Black, Tariq Nasheed, or Vicky Diller. You know, people like that, man. Yeah.
I just think these guys today, they want to see change. They're just a different generation and they don't want to wait years later. They want to see change now. So I know that the media is going to support the players, and I know here in Atlanta we're doing everything that we can to help out.
And you know I'm going to get my 2 cents in too, god dang it.
Issues and how we can go and attack instead of being...
I'm more of a blogger though. I've been blogging for years. I've been more of a blogger, you know. But I will speak up too. Don't get it twisted. I have, you know what I'm saying? I'm known for letting these over here. Everybody around me know how I feel about it. And anybody know me, they gonna tell you. This is how I've been for years.
You had someone telling you why they were doing the most respectful way when you, in your statement, say there will be no NFL without black players, that was the same with Colin Kaepernick. That was the same 4 years ago. When you work around in a league that is made up of mostly 75%, I believe, of black players, how can you not understand the culture? How can you be so tone deaf? Why should people now all of a sudden?
Cause you live under a system of white supremacy. That's why. And the black motherfuckers, they've been coons and don't stand up. That's why he had the gall to say that. But once them black people stood up and came at him and stuff like that, then he had up and changed. They could have been and did this.
Well, I think it's about education as well. So 4 years ago, Kaepernick, he took a knee and he got condemned for doing it. He was pushing the cause. And I just think over the course of the last few years, they really started to understand how black and brown people were being treated, how police brutality
Black and brown.
really hitting the black community. And I just think now
I don't see no brown people going through this kind of stuff. This is black, baby. That's who they murdering out there with impunity.
And accepting the fact that we have to support our players and their causes and their community. I just think
So I mean, I think that's a perfectly legitimate question to ask. So how could you not?
I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to say. I can't speak for the league. I just know personally what we do here in Atlanta. We look at all the issues. And Mr. Blank, he's a great owner, and I know he really cares about his players. So he takes into things firsthand and will try to really help and assist his players to be the best that they can be. And he's taught how to do this. So that big from Atlanta, but it's hard to really say about the
I have to run because of overtime.
About that shit.
Where's Colin Kaepernick's job?
Where's his job?
Where's his opportunity in the NFL?
It's hard to say. I mean, it's been years since he played, and usually that's a negative. We haven't played in a few years, so it's tough to say. But hopefully he gets an opportunity to at least to see if he can still make it happen on the field.
Thank you, sir. I really appreciate you coming on. You be safe and have a good weekend. Thanks so much.
Okay, you too. Thank you.
We first reported on this story last night. Police allegedly shoving a 75-year-old man to the ground and walking by as he moved.
Okay, family, I gotta go. Love you. Remember, don't fall for none of this. We want our check. That's it. That's all. We can handle all this. We get our check here. It's so many. The world is our oyster then. We can go on the continent and build and